Well, our little freezer went out and everything is 40 degrees in there and everything's thawed out. And tomorrow I got some canning to do, so we're keeping it in there. I'll tell you the story about calling out the repairman that said he could fix it. Bill called this repairman and told him what our freezer was doing, and he goes, yeah, I know that freezer, I can fix it. It's probably this or that, you know. He just acted real insured of what he knew what was wrong with it. So he come out this morning. He come out this morning and looked at it, took a little look. Oh no, this is no good. There's a lot of parts you gotta replace. It'd just be best to get another freezer. Well, he charged $40 and left. Bill, he said, well, he acted so sure that he knew what was wrong with it on the phone. Then he gets out here and takes a look and then charges $40 for it and leaves. Oh well. So he just said it'd be easier to just go buy one and get it fixed. It costs you that much more. So we're out of the freezer. I gotta do some canning tomorrow. I've been feeding some of it to the chickens because I had a lot of fruits. What a big disappointment. And we called around different places at Lowe's and Home Depot, and they don't have a freezer. Nobody's carrying a freezer. That's Pepper, my gosh. So nobody carries freezers at all. I thought, well, golly. But, you know, I guess we're not getting shipments in from China. And the guy, Bill was telling that guy how we know some people had a 3-year-old big old, it cost them a lot of money for their ice box. And in 3 years, it just quit. And he said, well, they're all like that. He said, they're all come from the same place. And he didn't say where, but we know it's from China, what he was talking about. They sell us all junk. Don't last. Our freezer wasn't 5 years old. And I was planning on putting a lot of frozen food in that this year. It's a big disappointment. But nothing to do about it. Anyway, Bill come out here and finished up the leaves in this side of the food forest on this side. I got another side over that way. So all the leaves are in this part, and I'll show you. Are you out here listening? And there's Pepper and one of his girls in the corner. What are you doing, Pepper? Are you coming out? Okay. You sure are loud when I'm talking. That's not good manners. He's a Americana, and his girls are too. So we might put some of our wine dots with him later on, because I think he's got about 5 girls, and we want to get more chickens out here to work the food forest. Yeah, you're workers, so everybody's coming out. They're starting to lose their feathers, some of them. There's Yellow Belly and his 2 little girls. Yeah, get in there. They got the food forest today. They got that out there. They can go in, mess around. Well, Bill really put the leaves in here. This is we call our trampoline bed because our trellis is made from a trampoline frame. Someone give it to us. So we got the leaves out here, and I'm really glad about that. It's going to cool the ground and save us a lot of watering. They went over there. I see them. And so we got all 4 beds covered now. The chickens come over here by the cane. It's nice and cool underneath there. There's leaves there. Bill used up a lot of our leaves here, but we got a ton of them way back there by the fence line. When we decide to put a food forest in, well, we put one over there first, and this one was the second one, but we used the same design as we did over there. We sunk the beds and make water flows from the back place come in here when it rains and flood these beds. But we made it where the chickens can walk around the beds too for bugs. Just be active out here. Maybe it would help keep snakes out, something moving around. Then in the winter, we concentrate the leaves in each bed, and the chickens can go in there and shred them up for us. So we already had this packed once in the winter, but the chickens break it down real good and it turns into better soil. So this is our second time to pack the leaves in for the summer, and we'll keep doing it all through the winter too until the leaves come back. And where we get all these leaves is from a small town near us. They have irrigation from Tule Creek, and so they get free water, so they got a lot of trees, lots of pecan trees. It's an old town. A long time ago, people was planting pecan. There's a few fruit trees, but mostly pecan. So we get all the leaves. They rake them up and bag them and set them out on the street, and we go by and pick them up. Pretty good deal for us. We got a lot of them last year, but the food forest really likes all the leaves. But it smells so good here. Just real good smell. It's bothersome about, losing the freezer. It's going to be turned into a garden bed thing, like a raised bed or something, but grow some food in it. I'm not going to go junk it. They make good containers to grow food. Anyway, I thought I'd come out here and talk a while. Enjoy the gardens. It does get a little bit loud with the roosters crowing, but I don't really mind it. It's so pretty out here. If anybody ever thinks about going in the garden, think about growing a food forest. A garden is a lot of work if you till a lot. Food forest, it just grows, takes care of itself pretty well. But it's nice to have the chickens out here going down the pathways, looking around, and it gives them freedom, and they can come out here, look for bugs, just mess around. If we put the wine dots over here, I think I'll like that, because I need more chickens over here to break the leaves down in the winter. And the chickens really do a good job at it. I see Pepper. We made a tall fence so they can't get over it, get into the gardens. It sure is enjoyable. Them chimes is somebody give me a gift. I really appreciate it. Sit here and listen to it. And that tree there, I don't know what it is. It just come up, probably the leaves we brought in. So we're just letting it grow because I need shade out here real bad. And I am growing willows for shade and other things, but the desert gets hot wind, so any shade really helps the gardens. But I love the food forest a lot better than a garden. It is more like a jungle. If we had more rain, this would be like a jungle, but we don't get the water. But it's so pretty out here. Anyway, I just want to talk about losing my freezer. It's a disappointment. And then nobody has freezers for sale. Oh well. I thought I'd come out and talk about it out in the food forest. The food forest is a good place to make you feel good. And the sanctuary is too. But I like the food forest also. It's so relaxing out here. But we've been having some high winds. And the more trees and cane and sticks I get up, the better the food forest is. Not get so hot. Desert growing is total different. When I lived in Oklahoma, I could grow anything. Stick it in the ground, get some rain, and it'll grow. Here, since it's an old oasis in the desert, everything wants to come here and eat your plants until they mature. If they get a little mature, they're fine. Young, tender plants are, well, everything wants to grab. So I had to, watch them. Well, thanks for watching anyway. I'm just thinking about my freezer. When you're trying to grow lots of food, that freezer helps. Put food in it. But if we can't find one, we can't find one. And he's been looking, and everybody's been saying nobody has a freezer. Not nowhere in New Mexico. Anyway, that's strange. I'll talk to you later from out west Homestead. Bye. Where's Peanut at? Where's Peanut? Where can he be? I wonder where he is. I guess he's somewhere else, and I can't see him. Where can he be? What are you doing? Are you ready to go in? It's hot out there, isn't it? It's just too hot. What? What do you say? Are you talking to me? Peanut. Hey. Oh, there's Bill. Billgy. Bill's up there working on the roof in the hot sun. Hi. Okay. It's hot out here. And then he's going to do some in 1 and 2.